Hello dear students, good morning all of you. Can you hear me? Okay. So let's start today's lecture. And we have started yesterday what? The lesson, the Good Samaritan. Yes, no? So here, from your textbook, the lesson is there, and the name of the lesson is the Good Samaritan. Unit 2. English. Subject is English. And the name of the lesson is the Good Samaritan. What is the meaning of Samaritan? Helpful person. Yes? Helpful person. Helpful person. So, the person who helps people. The person who helps people, that is called helpful person, and this is the Samaritan. So, dear students, I have started the first paragraph, and this is the story of one man. And the man was walking from Jerusalem to Jericho. Jerusalem is in Israel. This is the capital of Israel. Israel is one country. And Jericho is the city at the west bank. So these are the two cities. The first city is Jerusalem to Jericho. Okay, these are the two cities. And he was walking from that to this city. Very important, this is the story of the man I told you. And the man was walking. The name of the city is also given from Jerusalem to Jericho. So this is the city. These are the cities. This is the first city and another city. And he was walking. And he was alone. The man was totally alone. Alone means only one. He was alone and he was walking. And suddenly, who attacked him? The man who attacked him? Two robbers. Two thieves. So two thieves, robbery. So robbers attacked. Two robbers attacked the man because he was alone and he was walking alone and nobody was with him. So that's time they attacked the man and they stole everything. What they stole? First they attacked the man and then they beat him up. Yes, the fighting was there. They fought, they beat him up, and after the beating, they stole everything and even his dress. So that we learn. Yes, no? So what happened with that man next? Today we are going to learn this story of the man. Now, this man, they attacked, the robbers attacked him and they stole everything. They stole everything. And then next what happened? This man lay bleeding. I will read the paragraph and then I will explain, dear students. So here the man lay bleeding to death. Just check, where is that? Page number 16. Page number 16, open page number 16. Next paragraph. The man lay bleeding to death on the side of the road. And along came a priest. So what is the meaning of priest? One clergyman in church. Religious man. So priest came there. Priest means what? Clergyman. Clergy means what? Religious person. Religious means what? Like in a temple, the people are there. Ganpati temple is there. There they give prasad and all. That is the religious person. Yes, no. In masjid also. In masjid. Yes, no. There are also people religious person. So in church, Christian church is there, no? So in the church, clergyman, that is called religious person. The man, priest, that is called priest. So priest came there, and he saw the man. The priest came, and when he saw the man, who saw? When this man, this is the man actually, but he is the religious man. Yes, no? Who stays in temples and all. Yes, religious person, like pujari, you know that, in temple. So here priest came, and when he saw the man, because he lay bleeding to death on the side of the road, he lay bleeding. Bleeding means blood. Injuries was there, blood was there, and bleeding totally from nose, from mouth. Yes, no, bleeding. So he lay bleeding on side of the road, and priest came along. And priest, when he saw the man, he was so shocked. He was so shocked. The priest was so shocked when he saw the man. Oh, man is laying here on the road, bleeding. What happened with that man? What happened with that man, dear students? What happened? So what happened? So that's why the priest was so shocked. The priest was so shocked that he stood and stared. He stood and watched, saw. He stood there and he saw that man was lying. So he stood there, dear students, and he saw everything. What happened with that man? He started thinking. He started to think that what happened with this man. When the priest saw the man, he was so shocked that he stood and stared. The man could barely raise his head to beg for help, but the priest only backed away. This man, the man could barely raise his head. Head means this is head. Barely raise head to beg for help. Means what? The man needed help. The man needed help. The man needed help. That time he only wanted help. So the man could barely raise his head for help. Please help me. Please help me. Help me. So he could, because two robbers attacked him. They beat him, and he lay bleeding on the road. Nobody helps him. So he wanted help. We should help, because if we also find on the road any dog, any cat, any man bleeding, we should help. So he wanted help. The man wanted help. So the man could barely raise his head to beg for help. Beg means what? To beg. To beg means request. Yes? So he requested for help. Who requested for help? Man. The man requested for help, but the priest only backed away. Backed away means what? He has gone. He did not help the man. Without helping him, he passed away. Is it good? We should help. So the priest backed away. Away means his way. Yes, no. So he, without helping the man, the poor man, the priest had gone. He had gone. Without helping. Is he good? He is not good. Dear students, priest is not good even though he is a religious man. Priest means what? Religious man. Religious deals with God. We consider he as a God only. Why? Because he is a religious man. He works in church. without helping. At least he should give water. But he did not help. He did not help the poor man. Dear students, he did not help. So without helping, the man went. And he tried not to look as he passed him as quickly as he could. So he tried not to look as he passed him. So the priest passed him and he tried not to look for. Look for means what? To take care. To take care. The priest did not think to take care of this man. He did not think to help the man. He passed away without helping. This is the first man. This is the story of this man. But first man he made priest, but he did not help. Without helping, he has gone and the man lay bleeding still. Still the man lay bleeding, dear students. In this story, the writer wants to tell you that we should help only. We should help only. So now what happened next? Now what happened next? This you understood? Yes. What? Writing? Don't write. Don't write. Yes. She is sitting only. She is understanding. Don't write. Huh? Don't write. Close it. Close it. Close it. Good. Just listen. Writing is not. So what happened next? Who helped the man? That we are going to learn. So the first, here again the story starts with the man. With the man. He lay bleeding there only. He lay bleeding there only. And first, priest came there. Priest came there. Yes, no? First, priest came there. Then, he did not help. He did not help. He did not help him. This is the first. Now, third paragraph. I will read. Third paragraph. The man lay in the dirt moaning. The man lay in the dirt moaning until another man came along. Until another man came along, he saw the man. He saw the man all covered in blood. All covered in blood and dirt and making funny noises in the ditch. He thought, oh, he looks terrible. Oh, he looks terrible. I wouldn't ever want to touch him. Besides, I sure he is no one I know. And he passed him by as well. So, now what happened? Okay. So now, dear students, what happened next? We are going to learn. Wait. Here's. So next what happened? Next what happened, dear students, here? The man lay in the dirt moaning. So again the story of man. He lay bleeding in the dirt. In dirt. In the dirt, why? In the dirt, why? Because dirt was there. The road was dirty. The road was dirty, and in the dirt he lay bleeding. So because of dirt, his also body was dirty. It has become dirty. So the body also was become dirty, and then he lay in the dirt moaning. What is the meaning of moaning? Moaning means making sound. Making sound. Why? Because of physical suffering. Because of physical suffering, moaning. The man lay bleeding in the dirt, moaning. Moaning means what? Making sound. When we fell down, yes, no. That time what will happen? Because of pain. Because of physical suffering, pain will be there, no. So we will make the sound like this. Sound we will make, no. Otherwise, here if injury is there, no. So this is the cause moaning. Because two robbers beat him. Two robbers beat him. They stole everything. They stole his clothes, and he lay bleeding in the dirt and moaning. With moan means making sound. Help me, help me, help me. He was requesting. He was requesting for help. He was requesting for help. Okay? So that is called here the moaning. Making sound, physical suffering, pain. Making sound, physical suffering, pain. It is because of pain making sound. So the man lay bleeding, and then another man came. Here, the next. First who was that? Who? Priest. Next, another man. Next came, another man came. Another man came. Second. This is the second man. First the priest came, he did not help him. Another man came, second man came, and he also saw the man. He also saw the man. Another man, second man came, and he also saw the man. And how? All covered in blood. Blood was on body. Here blood, here blood, here blood, here blood. Dirty body was dirty. So his body was a dirty body because he was laying bleeding in the dirt. On the road means dirt. And blood also was there. So all covered with blood. The man all covered with blood and dirt also. All covered with dirt and blood. Dirty. Do you like dirt? No. Because we like a clean shirt, clean pant, clean dress. We don't like dirty things. That's why we clean. That's why we clean. So we don't like dirty things, but the man lay bleeding in dirt and his body covered with blood and dirt. His body was covered with blood and dirt and making funny noises. Making funny noises means what? Making sound. Funny noises means like this. Making. So that another man saw this man here is a dirty man, all covered with blood and dirt, and he was making funny noises in the ditch. Ditch means what? In a ditch. Here I will write. Ditch. Ditch means narrow passage. Ground. In ground. Ditch. Narrow place. Ditch means what? Place. Narrow passage in ground. Ground is there. And on that land, here the place is ditch. So that another man came and he saw them covered with blood and dirt and making funny noises in the ditch. He thought. Who thought? This man thought. Another man thought, oh, he looks terrible. dirt, so that's why terrible. Oh, he looks terrible. I wouldn't ever want to touch him. He's dirty. He is dirty. I don't want to touch his body. I don't want to touch his body. I don't want to touch his body. Because blood was there, his body was covered with blood and dirt, making funny noises. So that another man thought, oh, he looks so dirty. I wouldn't ever want to touch him. Besides, I am sure that he is no one I know. No one I know means what? No one I know. No one I know means what? Unknown person. Unknown person. So unknown person, many unknown person are there. Many unknown people are there. Yes, no, many unknown people. So if we don't know the people, if we don't know the person, we call him unknown person. And we should not speak, we should not help like this. Our parents also tell us. Parents also tell us that if unknown people are there, if any unknown person is there, don't speak with him, don't help him. They will say so, because unknown person also dangerous. Unknown people are dangerous. They can kidnap us. Sometimes it is correct. Parents' thinking, parents' thoughts are correct. But then another man came and he thought that he is no one I know. No one I know means he is unknown person for me. So if he is the friend of that man, if he knows him, that time he would have helped him. If you know, oh, he is my friend. Yes, no, he needs help. Definitely you will help. Unknown people we cannot help. Unknown people we cannot help, dear students. Because we think that we should not help an unknown person. So he thought he is no one I know. No one I know means he is an unknown person. He is dirty. I don't want to touch him, making funny noise. And he thought, and then he passed him by as well. By as well means what? That another person also, I will write here, dear students. Another person also. So here, the man lay in dirt and blood. So then another means second man. Another man did not help him. Afnan, understood? Yes. Another man saw the man lay in dirt and blood, making funny noises. Another man did not help him. This is the second, this is the first. Man wants help. Priest also did not help him. Another man also did not help him. Why? Because he was dirty and he was an unknown person. Because of that only, he did not help him. Now, dear students, I am going to read the next paragraph. Next paragraph, fourth paragraph. Now, then a Samaritan came walking along the road. The man who lay in the dirt was a Jew. Samaritans and Jews had been enemies for hundreds of years. Yet the Samaritan came over to him. Very gently, he lifted the man's head and brushed the dust out of his mouth. He took some water and cleaned the man's eyes and gave him some water to drink. He put wine on his wounds to clean them and make them heal quickly. Then he cried. He carried the man and put him onto him donkey and brought him into town. Now the story is the third person. This is again same. Man lay in dirt. Needs help. So the man lay in dirt needs help, and it was the first person. This is second person, and here the third person came. Samaritan. Third person. This is the story of Samaritan. So now who came? Samaritan. So Samaritan came walking along the road. On that road he came. The man who lay in the dirt was a Jew. So he was a Jewish Jew. So what is the meaning of Jew? That is the religion. This is the religion. Judaism. So the man was from other religion. And the Samaritans and Samaritan also was a different religion. Like Hindu, Muslim, Christian, like different religions. So his religion was different. Whose man? His religion was different, Samaritans. And the Samaritans and Jews had been enemies. And actually, these man and these Samaritan had been enemies. They were not friends. Two religions had been enemies. Even though they are enemies, battle was there, war was there, fighting was there between Samaritans and Jews. So Jewish was there, Jewish people, and this is the religion that man's religion was Jewish, and the Samaritan religions were Samaritans, and they both were enemies. They were not friends. They had been enemies for hundreds of years. They had been enemies for hundreds of years. They are enemies. Samaritan and that man, they had been enemies for hundreds of years. 8, the Samaritan came over to him. 8. He came to help him very gently. He lifted the man's hair and brushed the dust. Brushing means what? Cleaning the dirt. Brush into the dust of sand, dust of soil. Because he lay in the dirt. So he cleaned the dust of his body, and then he took some water. That man took some water. He took some water and he cleaned the man's eyes and cleaned man's eyes. And then he gave him some water, gave water to drink also. He gave water to drink, and he put some wine on his wounds. Wounds means injuries. Injuries here. He was beaten up. So wounds. Wine. So he put wine on his wounds to clean them and make them heal quickly. Heal means what? Heal means to feel comfortable. To feel comfortable. Heal means, yes, no, to feel good, to feel relaxed. Yes, no. So that is called heal. Then he carried the man. Samaritan carried the man. He carried the man and put him on his donkey. Donkey was there. He had a donkey. Because previously, when I started the topic, that time only I told. Those days in the past, there were no vehicles, car, bike, bus, train, aeroplane, nothing was there. Donkey, horse, yes. So the Samaritan had the donkey and he put the man on his donkey and brought him to town. Town means what? Small city. Town means what? A small city, dear students. So he brought him to the city, to the town, and he helped. Who helped the man? Yes. He helped the man. How he helped? Took some water, cleaned the man's eyes, gave water to drink, put wine on his wounds, and then he put him on donkey. Yes, no, donkey, and brought him down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 activities he did. Yes, no. How many activities he did? 1, 2, 3. That is the help. He helped him, dear students. So took some water. He also brushed the dust also. Here I write. He brushed